Hey, what's up, everybody? George here at Scott Studio. Thanks for joining me here on YouTube. Today, we're going to be talking about concepts you can use on how to play talk music, church talk music. You know, fill in that space where someone is just talking and you don't really know what to say. It's in between a song, or perhaps it's after a song, or just whatever the scenario is. Just these couple little tricks can help you fill in that space. So stay tuned.
Scott Studio.
All right, welcome back. So we're going to be talking about some concepts on what you could do for church talk music or transitions between songs and that type of thing. Just a couple little hacks that you could do. We're going to be doing this in the key of A flat because I know perhaps in the gospel world, A flat is a popular key, and that might be helpful for you as you begin to go on this adventure. All right. So A flat, we are here, okay? And I'm going to be playing A flat. This is A flat, and this is A flat. You're going to find I'm going to be using some chord inversions. So if you want to know more about that, check out my tutorial chord, how to play chord inversions, and that'll give you some insight on how to play the inversions that I'm playing here, okay? Now, what we're going to do, say you're in A flat, all right, and you need some talk music, okay? This chord I go to quite frequently, and you hear it a lot in gospel music, and what I do is go to the 2 and make it a diminished chord. So what that looks like is I'm going to go to B flat minor, and I'm going to play B flat, D flat, and E. And I'm going to keep A flat on the bottom. Okay? So if I'm playing here, just free rhythm, and then I might go to this chord. Okay? Now it seems basic, but when you start using inversions, you could go here and then play that same B flat diminished. Okay? Or you could go here and play that same A flat diminished. Okay? Now what you can do is, say you're here and you use your inversions, you could do that same chord all the way down, okay? And just by flipping the inversions with the diminished chord, now you've created talk music, okay? Now the thing with talk music is you want it to fill space, but you don't want it to be invasive, okay? So there's nothing wrong with holding the chord for a little bit, switching the chord, and then perhaps you may do something like that, and then you come back to your A flat. All right. Now, one other thing you can do is you could go from your A flat and go to what we call an A flat 7. Okay. If I do that, all I'm going to do is put A in the left, A flat, and I like to fill in an E flat in between, and I'm going to change this A flat to G flat. Which gives me the A flat 7. And then I'm going to go to my B flat diminished, like this. So you have okay. All right. So now you've kind of got a few things. You go from here to your B flat diminished, or you go here and then to there. Okay. And at any of those moments, you can add your inversions. Now, what I like to do when I go up is I may hit the chord right on, or I'll do all 3 notes separate but fast. Kind of like that, okay? All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some strings under my keys so that you could hear what it might sound like as we do this, okay? because your strings are very important. Adding the strings, adding pads of some sort is really important to making this sound correct, okay? So you can see I just added some strings under, okay? So if I'm holding this, and then I go back, let's say I pick this inversion, okay? All right. Now this is if they're staying real quiet, okay? Now in the gospel world, we know we have ups and downs where it's quiet like this, and then they're clapping or praising God or that type of thing. So the concept is the further wide your hands are, the bigger it sounds. So all I'm going to do is say they're clapping. I might tremble this on the bottom, and then just using all inversions of that B dip flat diminished. And then I might resolve it when it gets quieter. Like that. Okay. All right. And so now all I'm doing is just recycling the same chords and inversions, but I'm using them differently based on the setting or what's happening at the time, okay? So although this is just 3 chords, if I learn how to flip them out and use them effectively, then I can fill space wherever I want, whenever I need it, and it sounds full, and you can flow between things and create bridges between songs with no problem, okay? All right, so I hope that was helpful for you. Again, George here from Scott Studio. Definitely, if you're struggling with the inversions, check out that chord inversion tutorial here on my channel, and that will help you be able to begin to use inversions in your playing. I think it's so important for you to figure that out. It's going to open up a whole new world for you if you can play chord inversions. All right, George here from Scott Studio. Definitely check out our website, scottstudio.me. Hope to see you in the next tutorial.
Scott Studio.